come down on the floor. Nice fingers. So what you're going to do is you're going to walk your hands. They're going to start like this. You're going to walk your wrists out like this, and then walk them back this way. And you can decide how much pressure you put on your wrists. So for example, if I don't want to put much pressure on my wrists, I keep my shoulders back. If I want to keep more pressure on my wrists, I turn my wrists forward. Does that make sense? Okay. So just start with your fingers pointing at each other. And then walk the hands in little 90-degree turns all the way around. Now when they get to pointing you, just lean back slightly so you get that bit of a forearm release. And then walk them back. And this time, try and turn your fingers towards you. And again, this time now, lean your shoulders forward. And again. Again, when this finger's pointing you, just lean back a little bit, get a bit of a forearm stretch. Good. Okay, now this next one might not be too pleasant for everyone, but what you're going to do now is you're going to do the same thing with your fingers pointing each other, with your backs of your wrists pointing the floor. So up to you how much pressure you put on anything. You don't want to put much pressure on it. Hips back, more pressure on your wrists, hips forward, okay? And we're just going to rock side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then if that was okay for you, turn the fingers towards you and just sit back, sit your hips back as much as you can take for 10 seconds. Fantastic. Okay, come on up. Feet wide for your yoga squat. And just have a sit down. So we're going to do hand spines now. Up to you how wide you have your feet. You're just going to tip forward, keeping your back straight. You can't go any further forward. Feel your hamstrings engage and use your hamstrings to lift you up. Okay? So let's go for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the last one, 10. Let your back round now and just rock your arms left and right. Okay, come up. I'm going to do a little bit of a combo move now. So from this position, you're going to squat down in your plie lunge and then take your foot over to the side and do what's called a curtsy lunge. Okay? Now, this will be very difficult, but when some of you are brown belt now, when you get up to brown tag, you have to do a move where you have to land like this. Okay? So it's a good one to practice. Okay? Then you come back to the center, and then you curtsy lunge the other way as low as you can. Okay? This is just to warm up your legs. Okay? So we'll go this way first. So squat down first, and then come up, take your foot behind, and squat down in a cross-leg position, and come back out. Go the other way. This is 2. Come the other way. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Okay, good. Now, from here, we're going to drop down into your Cossack lunge. It's up to you whether you want to come onto the ball of your foot or your heel, but between each one we're going to stand up and then sit back down. Okay? So from here we're going to stand and sit down as low as you can. So if that's how low you can go, fantastic, and come back out, okay? Going side to side. Ready. 1, and back out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, I'm going to come and do like a different kind of yoga now. So come onto the floor, 4 fours. And we're just going to practice our cat-cow. Now, toes facing back or toes curled, totally up to you. So breathe in, back up, breathe out, round. Breathe in, breathe out. 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to make that motion bigger. So as I breathe in now, I'm going to do like an upward dog cobra. As I breathe out, I'm going to do a child's pose. Okay? Again, up to you if you want to have your toes curled or not. So breathing in, arch. Breathing out. One more. Okay, now we're going to take one leg back and we're going to lift it up as high as you can and then tap the floor. We're going to do it 10 times, okay? Ready. 1, 2. Try and keep that leg as straight as you can. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And switch. Other leg. Push it back first. Keep everything still apart from your leg. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to add that kind of movement to your cat-cow. So what happens is one leg is back, opposite arm is forward. As I breathe in, I lift and arch. As I breathe out, I bend and round. Okay, so we're going to do 10 of those. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. Lifting. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, fantastic. Now watch closely and going to be in this position here. I'm going to try and keep everything flat and just lift my knees 1 inch off the floor. So we're just going to hold that for 10 seconds, okay? So we're just lifting the knees up and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly with control, push back into the first down dog. And walk your calves out. Back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now wrap your bent leg around your straight leg to put more force on it. Change legs. Okay, and drop the knees and go into a child's pose. Okay, so what we're going to do now, again, a little bit different from our usual yoga. This is how you would build your body into an inversion, being upside down. I'm not saying we're going to be upside down today, but if you look at people who are upside down and you go, how do they get there? This is like the most basic of basic exercise to work on it, but it'll help you with your back flexibility, shoulder flexibility, calf and hamstring. So it really works the whole back side of your body. Okay? We're going to start off with a bit of core work because it does involve a lot of core. This is just like a warm-up round to it. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to watch first. We're going to hold low plank, and we're going to tap the foot over like a rainbow back and forth. 10 on one leg, 10 on the other leg. Okay? So, and if you ever need to come out of it, just come into this Sphinx pose. Okay? So, lifting up the leg over the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And drop your hips down for a Sphinx pose. Now what you're going to do is look over one shoulder and raise that leg up to get a bit of a quad stretch. And then put it down, look over the other shoulder. 2. Just go from side to side at your own pace, just to warm up your lower back. Good. Now, watch me first. On my forearms, you can have your hands up here, fists or head together. But what I want you to do as you're doing this, try and keep your shoulders. For example, this is my shoulders hunched up, and this is my shoulders out of my neck. So whatever you're doing, have that feeling of shoulders out of the neck. They're going to want to do this, because you're going to be slightly inverted, but you've got to fight for them to be out here. And again, you won't be able to see me when we're doing this move, which is why I'm telling you now. So all I am, is I'm in my low plank, and I walk my feet in as far as they'll go. We're just going to hold this pose for 10 seconds, okay? I want you to imagine like someone's got a knee in the middle of your back, keeping it as straight as possible, okay? So let's have a go. So, walk the feet in as far as they'll go, get those shoulders out the neck, and hold for 10 seconds. Drop the knees for a second, and come back into your child's pose. Now again, if that was rough for you, stay there. What we're going to do now is we're going to lift our legs up one at a time. So one leg's going to lift up straight, other leg's going to lift up straight, like we did in the early position. Okay? So, coming forward now, walk the legs in. Lift one leg up, and then down. 1, change legs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then just bring one knee in, bend, and slowly extend it to the sky, and hold for 10. Bring it down, bend the knee, extend up, and hold for 10. And bring it down, drop down. We're now going to go into a wide knee child's pose, and go forward. Now, bring your arms up a second, and then feed your arm through and try and lie on your shoulder. Come up, and switch. Okay, now from here, if you have a bad lower back, or if your knees hurt on this exercise, one of the things you can do, it's not the most comfortable thing, but at home you can lean against your sofa. So if this really hurts your back, my advice is to lean against the bench there. The bench isn't the comfiest of things, but what we're going to do first is, I'm going to tell you where you can go. You either put your hands on your back like this, you can walk back onto your heels, you can come to the floor with your hands, or forearms are all the way down. But we're just going to hold this stretch for 30 seconds wherever you feel comfortable, okay? You just get the timer, okay? And lying back, go for it. Okay, come on up. Now, we're going to sit in a straddle position. Feel free to sit on a block if you have trouble sitting up straight. And you're going to turn your toes back as far as they'll go. This one we're going to hold for a minute, okay? And go for it. So keep your legs as straight as you can. Keep your back straight and turn. When you hear the beep, you can start doing the cat-cow breathing again if you want. So we're going to be here for 30 seconds, keeping the back as straight as possible. And then in 10 seconds, we'll start breathing in, arching, and then breathing out rounded to try and tip your hips forward, okay? So, ready, breathe. In, and out. Breathe. In, out. Breathe in. Okay, rest. Okay, so this is what pose. I did this stretch for years and didn't know what it was called, but it's got a great name. It's called lizard stretch, okay? So 2 ways you can do this. You've got one leg bent, hands here. So you have your hands on here, on blocks. You have forearms on blocks, or forearms on the floor, okay? So get into this position, and again we're going to hold one side for 30 seconds, and the other side for 30 seconds, okay? Ready, and go for it. So try and straighten that back leg as much as possible. And switch sides. Okay. And begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. So, it's going to be a 2-part stretch. We're going to do 2 parts on one side and the same 2 parts on the other side. So just remember the leg that's bent is the leg's going to go. So we did the, we didn't do frog stretch. This is like half a frog stretch. So my one toe is pointing out. So as I'm leaning here, my other leg is straight. Now you can do this one of 2 ways. You can either have hands on the floor or on blocks, or you can try and hold the stretch like that with them falling out. Up to you, okay? Ready, go for it. So keep that toe forward, so it's like a side kick, and bring your heel out in line with your hip. That's it, there. That's it, fantastic. Yes, it sucks. Okay? So this is what they call the half side split. Now watch now. I'm going to rotate this foot around to the inside to do my pigeon stretch. Now again, with the pigeon stretch, you can either do it with hands or forearms down, or you can do it with hands in the air. Okay? Totally up to you. Okay, but pigeon stretch for 30 seconds. So, hands up, or folding forward. Okay, come up, and we're going to do all the stretches on the other side. So remember which side you did last time? That's it, good. So Michael, try and turn your straight toe forward to the front of the room. It's more like a side kick, okay? And go for it. That's it, good. Okay, and switch to your pigeon. Rotate the foot around. Okay, and go for it. Okay, rest. Now the stretching class has become so popular, if the class was any bigger, I don't think I could do this next sequence, okay? So, what we need is 3 people on this wall, 2 people on this wall, and 2 people on this wall by here, okay? So, let me just move this off the wall. I'll go a bit more. Blocks, or just forward. No blocks. No blocks needed. Right, so spread out fingers. Is it Andrew? Come on this wall as well. Just come over here. Go through the shapes in here. So if I can explain, I come off the mat here. Basically, you're going to get your hips close to an object, the wall, and you're going to take your legs up and take them apart like so, and just leave them there for a minute. Okay? Right. And let legs drop over the side. And then go for it. There we go. Okay, and then bring your feet together like a butterfly stretch up against the wall. And if you want to push your knees close to the wall, you can. So bring your feet together. That's it, and push your knees to the wall. Okay, right, so come out. Stand up by your wall now. See, so what I did there, I gave you the nice part before the horrible bit, okay? We haven't done this for a while because I keep having new people coming to the session and I don't want to scare them off. But the bit that people miss out on their stretching is the conditioning part, okay? Now, if you only did conditioning, what would happen is your hips would just become so sore they become useless. So it's good that we don't do it all the time, but again, every other week or every 10 days, good to do, okay? The first one is going to be a pyramid drill. When you get to your maximum, start going back down. The maximum you get to is 10. So what happens is I hold my leg out and 1 roundhouse. And then quickly you do 2 roundhouses. Then quickly 3. When you get to your maximum, like 60 sucks, start going back down the ladder. Okay? It's only 45 seconds, so you won't be able to go very long at all, okay? And begin. So, 1, bring it back. 1, 2. Keep going. Get your maximum, start going down. And rest. Other side. And ready, begin. And rest. Give your hips a shake. Big rotations. 3, 4. Change direction. Okay. So, what we're going to do now is you're going to make as big a circle as you can. We're going to do 30 seconds one direction and 30 seconds the other direction. You can put your foot down at any point, that's fine. But the main thing is, the only thing that's moving is my leg. The rest of my body stays completely still. Don't rock your shoulders or your hips back and forth, okay? Ready, go for it. So slow and controlled. Try and take away all the momentum. And switch. Right. Remember the way you went last time, switch leg, and take the foot round in the opposite direction. Switch legs, in the direction went last time, go in the same direction again. Five more seconds. Okay, rest. Right. Feel free to put your hand on the wall. What you're going to do is just hold this stretch here. Okay, go for it. Okay, switch legs. Okay, come up. So this is last one. It is leg conditioning, but this one has momentum, okay? You're going to keep your big toe down and your heel up. So what I tend to do is kick the wall and then heel goes up. So you go from here, like a straight leg back kick like you were doing earlier on the floor. So big toe is down, heel is up, okay? Just 30 seconds one side, 30 seconds the other, okay? Ready, go for it. Really push now to try and get higher each time. Five seconds. Please switch leg. Go for it. Five, four, three, two, one. Well done, everyone. Right, come back off the wall. The nightmare is over. Okay. So, I'm going to do a couple of shoulder stretches now. Again, watch closely because when you're doing it, you won't be able to see me. Okay. So I'll show you from a couple of directions so you can see. Because some of you might not have done this before. What I do is I take one arm out and this arm is pushing. This leg comes over this leg and then this hand wraps around my back. And it's a really nice chest and shoulder opener, okay? So, one more time. One arm is straight, other arm is pushing down on the floor. This leg kicks up and kicks all the way over. And if you want, you can bring this other hand up and take it behind your back. Okay, now top side. Put the other leg out. Push up with the other hand, take the other leg over and twist. That's it. That's it, try and connect the toe of the foot. Okay, come back. Now, if the arm is straight, just one kind of stretch. If I even bend my arm a little bit, the stretch will become really intense. So you don't have to do this one, but I'm just showing you this sort of level. If my arm was 90 degrees, I'd hardly be able to push my body over at all because my shoulders aren't that flexible. So just put a slight bend in your arm and try it again. If it feels horrible to you, just go back to the straight arm version. Switch sides. Again, up to you how much you want to bend the arm. And kick over. There you go. Well done, Nick. Very impressive. Okay, and come up. Okay. I want you to finish this session with giving you a breathing technique to help you with different breathing. If you just come over to the side here, because the problem is you're right in front of Kirsty, you're quite tall. That's okay. Again, when we're busy, I'm like, well, people just got to go where they got to go, but no, it's fine. Everyone can see this, okay. So, when we sat down, it's more difficult to breathe into our stomach, so you need to straighten your back more. And again, if you want to sit on a block to help you keep your back straight, you can. Basically, we're going to start off breathing in for 3, holding in our stomach for 3, and then out for 3. Okay, we'll start with that. We'll just do 5 or 6 breaths. Okay, so breathing in. 1, 2, 3. Then hold for 3, and then slowly out for 3. Let's go on for 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. Out for 4. Try in for 5. Breathe in. Hold for 5. Out for 5. One more time. Let's go to 6. Breathe in for 6. Breathing in. Hold for 6. And out for 6. Now, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to cover my left nostril. Yeah? Okay, so I'm covering my left nostril. I'm going to breathe into the other nostril, hold, and I'm going to hold the other side and breathe out the other end. Okay, so breathe in for 3. Hold for 3, and then close your nose up and breathe out the other nostril for 3. I'm going to breathe in this one for 3. Breathe in for 3. Hold for 3, and then out for 3. You're going to keep going that, this time in for 4. Hold for 4, out for 4. Breathe in through the nostril, breathe in. Hold for 4, out for 4. In for 5. Hold for 5. Out for 5. Last round in for 6. Hold for 6. Out for 6. Now just bring your hands in. Close your eyes and just breathe normally now and see if you feel any clearer in your head and your thinking in your body. Good stuff, guys. Open your eyes. Well done, fantastic. That was 45 minutes. Awesome.